Welcome to another video from earnped.com. I am Stevie B. Happy to have you all with us today. Today we are going over Halloween Mayhem Survival 2022 Tips, Tricks, and Tactics Part 2. I released the Part 1 video the other day. I do have to say that the adjusted restoration ship I borrowed from a buddy did help out a little bit. There was a time or two that it did come in handy. The problem with the adjusted restoration chip is the fact that when using the adjusted restoration chip, you have this issue where it can only be used twice in a minute. So it can only be used every 30 seconds, which you're going to need that more than that in survival. So let's get geared up real quick. I'm going to change the gear a little bit. I'm going to take off the electric plates that I had on the armor. We're going to grab some acid plates off auction, if they're still on auction. So let's see what we got. We got 54, we got 66. Let's see. I don't want to do this. I'm going to do it this way. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'll just take my chances with number 7. Alright, so acid, because I'm probably going to be TTing these acid plates when I'm done here. I'm probably not going to be keeping these. So I was going to get the bigger ones, but I know I'm not going to get super high into it. So I just went with the smaller ones because if I have to waste a little bit of markup, I have to waste a little bit of markup. That's just what it comes down to sometimes. Alright, and then I'm going to, before I go in, I'm going to head over to the Medusa Bazaar. I'm going to use the Medusa teleporter, because this is going to be something that's going to come in super handy here in just a second when we get to running. Teleporter, 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 teleporter. I've got pills running, so I would really like to get this done quickly and get into the instance without having to deal with these pills running out on me. In fact, I'm not even going to come back here. I'll come back here after the pills are burned up. Actually, it's going to be right by the teleporter, so I might as well. Let's see what I got. I got 20 minutes left. That should be right about perfect. So I'm going to be running Accustim 15 because I want as many critical hits as I can possibly get. So we're going to go to Medusa Bazaar. Medusa teleporter. And when we teleport in, there's going to be 2 shopkeepers right next to the teleporter. That's what we're going to want. Those teleporters are owned by my friend Miss Puddin. Big shout out to Miss Puddin. And Miss Puddin has some events going on year-round in-game. Player-based events on their land areas. I'll be covering those in videos, hopefully sometime around Thanksgiving, sometime right after Mayhem. I've always loved this sign he put up, because he's got a gold grinder event. Get it? Gold digger, gold grinder. Cute chick. Wish I knew her. Okay, come on. Need these shopkeepers to open it up. So, if you ever have an emergency need for pills, these shopkeepers are some of the best in-game. What do we got here? We got Devastim. We got Devastim. Don't need Devastim. And Medistim 15. Yes, I need 5 of those. Purchase. Yes. Thank you, Miss Puddin. Miss Puddin has no idea I'm making this video, by the way. This is not sponsored in any way. This is just a shout-out to Puddin being a player that has some shopkeepers in a great location, easy to get to right next to a teleporter. So Puddin doesn't even know I'm making this video. Haven't talked to Puddin in almost a year and a half. finally checked my Discord the other day. I got a message from Puddin back in like April of 2021 about the Gold Grinder event, and I never saw it because I never used Discord. So sorry about that, Puddin, if you're watching. I sent you a private message in game. Hopefully I can get some info from you about the Gold Grinder event, and I'll put that out there for everybody later this week. So we're going to go directly into survival. I did have a problem. I did have a problem yesterday whenever I did stage 6. I got down to the very end of stage 6 and I didn't hit my hotkey fast enough. So I've hotkeyed my pills and my weapon and my healing tool directly onto my screen. Okay, good. Good. Gamma amp, Salophocytes, and we're good. So let's rock and roll. We're going to do stage 9. We're going to attempt stage 9, I should say. So I got the acid plates because hopefully that will help us out with the protections a little bit better. The problem is, like I said, the adjusted restoration chip, while it is super handy, it has this problem where you can only use it twice a minute. It has a 30-second cooldown period, so you can switch back to your weapon real fast, and it continues healing you for those 30 seconds. However, the amount of healing you're getting versus the damage you're taking may not be enough to make it work. Hey, global right off the bat. Cool, I needed that. I hit a Hall of Fame for 4,000 ped last night. I was so tired. I was literally falling asleep at my computer, and I had about a minute left before my pills ran out, and I was like, I'm just going to go to bed. I'm too exhausted. And I hit that Hoff for 4,000 ped. Now, everybody thinks Hoffs make you profit. I was down about 6,000 ped at that point. So, Hoffs and globals do not make you profit. They just take out the variance. That is a key to Entropia that so many people miss. So many people. But last night, I was having some problems because the adjusted restoration chip, like I said, it does the job, but it doesn't do enough healing for the amount of damage you're taking. Hence why I got the acid plates. And then you have the additional problem of you can only use it every 30 seconds. So to get around that, you need Medistim pills. Now Medistim pills heal you like 50, 100, or 150 heals per second. And they last for a full minute. And people say, well, why would you need that? That's way too much. No, if you're taking 100 to 200 DPS or damage per at a time, not necessarily per second, you need those heals to offset it. And you guys will see when I get to phase 10 that indeed it does happen. It comes in extremely handy. And essentially what I did yesterday, where I screwed up whenever I did stage 6 the first time, I had to do it a second time. I got all the way to the very end of phase 9, and I was taking damage really fast. I knew I needed a Medistim pill. I had it hotkeyed on my keyboard, but my keyboard essentially let me down. And because of that, I ended up with a massive problem because I couldn't hit the key fast enough. So had I had it hotkeyed on screen, I wouldn't have had that issue. So that's why I hotkeyed them on screen. Just makes it easier on me. And it avoids that problem. Like literally the pill kicked in as I died. And it was just a waste of a half an hour. I was so mad. Because the time is what really gets me right now. The time is the big thing. We're also going to use Nutristim 15, which you just saw me pop. Nutristim increases your HP for 1 hour. And it decreases the amount of damage done when you do take a critical hit. So we're going to start kiting. Having that critical damage decrease is super important, especially in survival. Especially when you have mobs on you that are doing weird attack types like acid. When you have problems keeping the damage down, when you're having to use Medistim pills. This is probably one of the only times that I can think of where Medistim pills and Nutristim pills actually come in handy. You usually can't sell the stupid things. Now, yesterday we talked about doggies versus zombies. Today we need to talk about zombie versus zombie types. So there's regular zombies. See, already went for the adjusted restoration chip there. There's regular zombies. There's acid zombies, which do only acid damage, I think. I think they're 100% acid. I can't verify that for sure. But then there's also rage zombies. So rage zombies are really bad because rage zombies can hit you and give you that rage infection. And when you get hit with rage infection, you take damage over time. And that is a debuff that stacks. So you may want to prioritize which zombies you go for when. You may not want to go for just doggies, then zombies. You may want to go for doggies, then rage zombies, then acid zombies, then regular zombies. The problem is you get to a point very quickly where you're so overwhelmed you cannot keep up. There's no way that you can pick. So it's hard enough to pick doggies versus zombies. Trying to pick each specific type of zombie can be almost screw-off impossible. Now, I don't even know if I'm going to get through Stage 9. I have no idea. I haven't tried it yet. I got through Stage 8. It was difficult, but I did it. I'm thinking I can get through Stage 9. I'm thinking. I'm not 100% positive. So I could have just bought those medicine pills for no reason. As you can tell, these guys hit hard. I've got 5% life still running also. So now do you see why I said it is so important to have the adjusted restoration chip? I'm not even to the part where I need the medicine pills yet. But look at how they hit. Now obviously there's better types of armor out there for this. I could have had, you know, angel armor would have been great, or titan armor especially. Mixed with acid plates, that would have been more ideal. If this is phase 3, I'm not seeing me making it all the way through phase 10. Use that adjusted restoration chip again. And if I don't make it, I'm just going to cut the video. So I'll go ahead and say, hit the bell icon, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button because there's always somebody hitting the dislike button, and head over to earnped.com because when you earn, we earn. That is by far the best way you guys can help support us. We weren't the first nor we're the only place where you can buy or earn ped online, but when you choose to use earnped.com, we really, really, really appreciate it because it helps us continue to make content for you guys. So because I've got Annihilation to deal with, I'm running a lot of very expensive pills. I'm running Devitt FEN. It's the only pill that does 60% increased critical damage output. And it was only available at the FEN event. I've got a very limited stock of them. I've been saving ever since the FEN event. I saved them specifically to use with the Salafa MK3 laser sights. I didn't know why I was saving them at first because the Salafa sights didn't exist then. But now that I have the Salafa sights, I won't use them under any other circumstances. So I'm using that right now. Very expensive pill. Obviously, I've got a lot of other pills running. So should I fail, should I not clear Stage 9, I will just be ending the video because I will be going directly into Annihilation and just going back to grinding. So this is not something where I plan to get very far. I know I'm not going to get all the way through phase 25 or stage 25. JBK will, Messi will, Eve will, I'm sure a few other players will. I just don't have the armor for it, and I do not have the HP for it. I just don't. So that said, if you see me just cut the video, let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's hope I can actually make it. Let's hope we can actually make it. That'd be nice. I hope I have enough medicine pills. And there may be tricks out there that I don't know. There may be tricks that JBK and Messi and them use that I don't. This is the furthest I've ever gotten. The furthest I ever got before this was stage 5, and now I'm on stage 9. So, for me, this is a big, big step up. Big step up. There may be other tips, tricks, and tactics that they know that I don't. I'm just telling you guys what's working for me. And it seems to have been working pretty well. I actually wasn't going to even attempt stage 9. But, you know, Halloween Mayhem only comes around once a year. I figure, why not? My dog's embarrassed. Pixie literally just went and hid under the blanket. She likes to burrow. So when I'm in here recording, she has a blanket on the couch and she just sits there and hides. Usually she'll sit on it and watch me play. But right now I guess she's scared of the doggies on the screen. So she's hiding under her blanket. I'm not sure if she's scared or embarrassed. It's one of the two. So we're on phase 5, so after this phase we'll have to get a checkpoint. Adjusted restoration chip again. Man, these doggies hit hard. Thing is, JBK, Messy, Eve, they've got ridiculously high. There we go. Okay, that's what Metastem comes in handy for. There we go. Almost died. Almost didn't make it. They've got ridiculously high defense skills. I mean, I'm talking level 100 plus defense skills for Messy. And I'm sure JBK is up there. I'm sure Eve is over level 100 also. Because at some point, your defense skills really don't matter for most mobs. And at some point, you've got all the skills unlocked, which I don't. I've still got 2 that I'm waiting to unlock. I'm getting really close to 1 at level 55. I'm only level 50.8 at the moment. So I'm getting really close to unlocking 1. The other one unlocks at level 80. But as you cycle, you just naturally gain those defense skills, right? Yeah, I'm not going to have nearly enough medicine pills. Crap, this is not good. This is so not good. Because this is only stage 5. Or phase 5. Which means my armor is subpar for the doggies. Which means the acid plates really aren't going to do a lot. Yep. Okay, well, stage 9 didn't work. It was just too much. But that's how you do Survival Mayhem 2022. Obviously, I'm happy just getting to stage 9. I might give it another shot later. For now, I'm going to head over to Annihilation. So I will be back with more for you guys later on. Take care, Stevies. Wow. The dog survived somehow. That's weird. Interesting.